Woohoo! The wait is finally over. Hello everybody and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today we're going to be talking about Wolcen Lords of Mayhem. This is a new action RPG that is officially launched on Steam. Now this game is not launched pre-alpha or beta. This is the full-scale game that is now out. It's been in development for multiple years and we are really excited to bring it to you here on Action RPG. What we're going to be talking about today is just a breakdown of the story and synopsis of the game, what the game's all about, and then I'm going to show you character creation, and then later videos I will get into game guides and how to rush your character if you want to, okay? But before we get into that, if you're new here, welcome. Here at Action RPG, I stream, I do tech reviews, I cover major gaming news, but the big portion of this channel, all things action RPG. So if you grew up loving the Diablo series, if you're a fan of top-down isometric hack and slash style games, you are in the right place. So please consider subscribing and supporting smaller channels. Alright, let's get on to the news. As always, I will share my thoughts. Please feel free to share yours in the comment section below. Here we go. Alright, so let's get into this. So what I'm going to do first is actually start at Massively Overpowered with a article written by Bree Royce. It's titled Multiplayer Optional Action RPG Wolcen, just launched on Steam with a huge day one patch. I'm going to read through a little bit of this for you now, and then I will head over to their website, and I got a couple other things for you. So it's not an MMO, but you might want Wolcen Lords of Mayhem on your wish list anyways. It's a new action RPG from Wolcen Studios, clearly borrowing from many titles like Path of Exile, Diablo, and Grim Dawn, and I will show you some of this later. The game is an isometric but intensely graphic hack and slasher that's been in early access beta since last year and slated launch today with a character wipe, female tunes, proper character customization, level cap bump to 90, extra chapters and difficulty modes, skill rebalancing, and improvements for animation and interface. Seriously, the day one patch is extensive. That's a big patch. Some of the synopsis for the game. You are one of the 3 survivors of the slaughter of Castagath, rescued by Grand Inquisitor Heimlock, who was drafted into the Republic's army of the Purifiers at a very young age. I'm not going to read all of this for you. You'll see this when you start playing the game from the very beginning. As for the multiplayer, it's there in the form of optional co-op, but it's by no means required. Launch was early just a few minutes ago. This is now yesterday. And the game was $29.99. Unfortunately, it jumped up to $39.99. So if you want to play this game right now on day one launch with this extensive update, it's going to cost you $40, and I will tell you that it's worth it. I just got it for my wife. My wife streams with me. You'll see us playing this game later, and hers is wifey of action RPG. She tracks me up and is very supportive. Love you, honey. Okay, let's go over to the website for this game, and they've got a great website. So Wolcen Lords of Mayhem, and this is the actual trailer that I'll play for you a little later in this video. But as you go down, Lords of Mayhem, beautiful action RPG, discover the epic adventure, master the systems, blah blah blah. This isn't what I want to show you. Vivid action, classless progression. This is what I want to show you. Now what does this look like? I see people in the classroom raising their hands. So if you play action RPGs, one of the biggest action RPGs that has been out over the recent decade has been Path of Exile, and they're working on Path of Exile 2. And this right here is their passive skill tree, which actually builds out your character. It's very much like Path of Exiles, except you can actually you can create different builds throughout it. It's really interesting, kind of the way that they've molded this, how you can turn it, and you pick your class at the beginning of the game. I'll show you that through character creation, but you actually build your character throughout this classless progression system. It's kind of one of those games where the way you want to build it, it's basically limitless with how many different options there are. This game has devastating powers, so it's kind of like you build up and then you can kind of turn into like a rage monster or a huge angel. Content diversity with what you want to do, endless replayability, so you kind of see down here that you can add modifiers to change the way your things look without having to pay. Now this game is not free like Path of Exile, so a lot of this content you're not going to have to purchase. It's all in-game content that you get when you purchase the game, kind of like the Diablo model. Endgame, looting, crafting, obviously rerunning different things for loot. That's what action RPGs are all about. And then fashion, so just like a lot of the games the way they're going, I swear like Fortnite really changed games for a lot of reasons, but you can change your character the way it looks, so obviously you don't look like anybody else, and your character doesn't necessarily have to look like the items you're wearing because you could change the way they look. This is very kind of D3 too. And then since it's a game you purchase, there's going to be constant updates, quality of life, PvP, housing, and events. So this, I was going to really spend this year on Lost Ark. At least that's what I wanted to do. And I've recently switched now where like I'm going to spend most of my year on this game since Lost Ark is not coming to the West. I'm still dealing with it. But this game's a lot of fun. And I'm hoping that it fills that void and then some. And this website's awesome. Like, it breaks down, almost everything just right on the homepage. It's pretty cool. And you got your gallery. Okay, let's switch off this, and I am going to show you the actual game trailer, and then we will get into what it's like making a character for this game, which I find it really funny. I'll tell you why. Okay, switching to the game trailer. Enjoy.
Each of you has always been stubborn in your own way. Stubborn to have it your way. Stubborn to never give up. Turn back now while you still have each other.
You stand accused of desertion, murder of your own people, consulting with the occult, and conspiring with enemies of the Republic.
I want railguns on the two traitors! I want them dead!
I've got your back, brother!
Remember what we fight for. As long as one of us remains, hope is with us.
Prepare to be impaled!
Brother, there's too many of them! I can't give up.
I know, sister. We earned everything this time.
Reveal your true potential, Ascended. Fight like you have never fought before. Dawn does not hide from darkness.
I won't stand idly by watching my people suffer.
Reform the line! Get ready!
Brother, come back in one piece. Understood?
It is here.
Why didn't you leave when I told you to?
I'm proud to do this at your side.
Me too, Val. We'll get through this together.
Trailer is awesome. Reminds me of a lot of Lost Ark and Project TL. Alright, character creation. So, male and female, so they do have genders in this game. Not very progressive, but I'm gonna go guy. And then you get to pick what kind of head you want. Since I'm gonna make a knight, sword and board style character, I'm gonna go kind of the more rugged, muscly looking face. And then for eyes, this really cracks me up. You can change each individual eye color. So you can have like, you know, a pink and green eye or a black and white eye. Green's my favorite color, so my kids want me to pick green, so I'm gonna go with that. Now I do have to say, I really dislike all the hair choices. I keep clicking through them and I'm not sure what I want to do. Now since I'm gonna be a knight, I know I'm gonna be wearing a helmet, but to me, I know what's under there, so I've got to pick the right hair for my character. And it kind of cracks me up what I decided to do. So kind of made the decision I'm gonna go like an old school, like old style knight. Like I'll do like white hair, and when you see what he ends up looking like, it's gonna crack you up if you've been following kind of culture lately. But I'll go white hair, and then check this out. Who does that look like? I'm not gonna say because I don't want to get hit with copyright stuff, but you know. But I'm gonna throw a beard on him, so see, that doesn't look like him anymore. All right, look at that, old school knight. That's really all there is. So in here, melee, ranged, and magic. So again, this will give you your starting skills, and kind of breaks down the character, but you can click melee and then do magic, or ranged and do melee. So it doesn't really matter, but again, I always go sword and board, so I'm gonna go melee with my knight. Let's see, obviously my name, gotta go Action RPG. And let's put my first name in there too, and then my wife will be Wifey Action RPG. Create. Click. Okay, so that's it. Character creation, pretty basic. The eye color really cracks me up. Okay, and that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go in and change the settings now, and put it on ultra. This game's pretty graphically intense too, so if you have a good PC, you want to put it on the highest possible settings, which is ultra high. But this is it for the first video. Kind of showed you the game trailer, showed you character creation, and you got to hear a little bit about what the game's about and see their website. So I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. What do you think? Wolcen, Lords of Mayhem. Will this fill the void for Project TL and Lost Ark? Is this more advanced than Path of Exile, which we have right now? Let me know in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching.